Did you know, for example, there are 759 pubs in Britain called the Red Lion? My favourite is the Red Lion. An eighth of all liposuction patients are now in a bin round the back of the hospital. And in Sweden, an average of 10 car crashes a day involve the death of a moose, which is why the Swedes are such a good-looking race. Let's get started. Sean, Jim, James, what have the nation been talking about?
Is it the tragic tale of the Madonna and Guy Richie divorce?
Were you just wiping away a tear?
Yeah,
Sean?
a tear. It's turned out to be quite acrimonious. Part of the problem is her cabal of faith. Like, in their house, she's banned Christmas. I was thinking, she's called Madonna, right? That's like Captain Birdseye banning fish.
I don't understand the bitterness that people were displaying. Like, everybody's rubbing their hands together with glee because they're splitting up. Oh, look at them, they enjoyed 7 years of marriage, the failures. All the relationships I've had only last as long as it takes us to pass a reasonable-looking or even just clean man on the street, and then they're off clawing desperately at his back. So I just find it quite sad.
Well, don't go out with cats. You perverts.
Are you a fan of his work, the Guy Ritchie?
Yeah, I just find it odd that every Guy Ritchie film that comes out has on the poster Ritchie back to his best, which, you know, was just sort of above average. In the new film, it's all like, what is it about to be a rock and roller? I don't shiver git.
It bothers me that she's a mum, and if you look at all her recent videos, she's always in knickers, and we get it. OK, you work out, you've got a good body. Pants, put a little skirt on, perhaps, a pair of shorts.
I think for her age, she still looks quite fit. She is 80, isn't she?
I think she should come on in an orange. Just her little hands and arms, like a promotion. You know, like when they promote a new drink and someone dresses up as an orange? Yeah. Why doesn't she have a bit of fun, have a laugh with it now? Yeah. Madonna's orange tour, she just comes out in an orange. Rolls around the stage.
For the encore, she comes out as like a hot dog.
Yeah.
Voguing in it.
Yeah. A banana, face in a banana.
OK, let's see if Madonna and Guy Ritchie are one of the most talked about things this week. This is the continuing story of Madonna and Guy Ritchie's divorce. They used to have great nights out down the pub. Old, peculiar, bitter. Just 3 reasons why he chose to divorce her. OK, Jason, Olivia and Charlie, what else have the nation been talking about this week?
Is it the government releasing these UFO files or Operation Keep Everyone's Mind Off the Economy? Apparently, we're being visited by 11,000 UFOs or something. Only 5% are actually unidentified flying objects. The rest are like planes and stuff like that. And I think they can be sort of whittled down to 5% of people are mental. Yeah. There was one bloke who spotted a UFO land on a bypass in Somerset, right? It landed. 2 figures got out, dressed in black, and one of them checked the engine. Who is flying at light speeds to get here? One of them's gone, oh, cam belt's gone.
People never spot these things in, like, London.
Yeah.
Or Paris or anywhere where people are generally looking up at great things. Like, there's always someone looking up at the Eiffel Tower. And there's never been a single thing. It's always like Norwich. The only people they seem to target are people that are a bit weird with really shit camera equipment.
I've been abducted by aliens.
Yeah. We all
Loads of times. I had to take out a restraining order. I put it up on my bedroom door. I heard them come up the stairs and go...
What happened when you were abducted?
They said, do you know, where's Jimmy Carr live? We want to bring him home.
Let's have a look and see if UFOs are one of the most talked about things this week. Yes, this week the Ministry of Defence have released files about past UFO sightings. I didn't want to admit I'd seen a UFO in case I was branded a nutter, said one nutter. Sean? Jim, James, what else have the nation been talking about?
The American election?
This week, Colin Powell came out in support of Barack Obama, didn't he? Which is quite unusual because Barack's a Democrat and Colin's a Republican. So
Sarah Palin, isn't it? That's her
Yeah,
name,
yeah,
the woman. The more right-wing she gets, the more attractive I'm starting to find her. Is that wrong? Like a sexy Hitler.
Isn't a sexy Hitler you, Jimmy?
I do not really get the joke.
Do you really find her attractive, though?
No, truly.
People say they find her attractive, but I think it would be like sticking your dick into a swirling vortex of hate.
That's what I want in a wife.
Last time you came on, you were sexually aroused by Barack Obama.
The whole... I'm so into the election, I'm Sky Plus in the debates.
Yeah. I think a lot of the politics, James, is going over your head, though.
Charlie, you presumably watch an unimaginable amount of TV. Have you watched the debates?
I did watch the debates. I watched the debates on CNN, which was mesmerising, because they had a little voter approval graph at the bottom, which was like a wobbly line hooked up to some Ohio voters, and they'd twist a dial. If one of them said something they'd like, they'd twist a dial up, and if they didn't like it, they'd twist it down. So there's this wobbly line going. And all you did was end up staring at the line. And then I was kind of thinking it would be nice if people had those approval graphs on their heads when you were talking to them, so you could tell if they were interested in what you were saying or not. And then I realised that's basically facial expressions.
Okay, well, incredibly, it's not one of the most talked about things this week. It's been in the news a lot, but not one of the most talked about. The US election campaign continues. John McCain has a purple heart from his days in the army. He also has a purple face and shooting pains up his left arm. If McCain wins, he says he'll start with a clean sheet, which he'll cut 2 eye holes in and then pop over his head.